This is where the mystery of the crystal skull begins, amid ancient ruins in the tiny country of Belize. Like a real-life Indiana Jones, British adventurer F.A. Mitchell Hedges and his daughter Anna claim to have discovered a human-sized skull made of quartz during an expedition in the 1920s. It was the first of 13 ancient skulls said to exist. There are several legends swirling around the crystal skull, and their origins are shrouded by the mists of time. Some say the crystal skulls were carved by Maya artisans and offered to the gods. Others say the skulls were created by an ancient and advanced civilization.
Now, although this might sound at first a little far-fetched, one has to remember that the crystal skulls are made from the same type of material that we now use in our microchips. And if you think of the amount of information that we now store inside a tiny quartz crystal silicon chip inside a computer, just think how much information might be stored inside a crystal skull.
Not one of them has any real documentation as to where it came from. Very little. Basically, you can't date crystals.
There are a total of 13 ancient crystal skulls. These skulls are thought to be thousands of years old. There is a general consensus that only 8 of the 13 ancient crystal skulls have been discovered. They've occupied an obscure place in popular culture. They first appeared in newspaper articles in the late 19th century.
And I saw something shining back in my face. And I got very, very excited. So I went and told my father. And the following morning, before I got up, he had everybody getting to move the stones from the top of the building. Then when the hole was big enough, I was let down with 2 ropes and a light on my head and on my shoulder. And that's where I found the crystal skull.
But instead of giving the crystal skull back to the Maya, Mitchell Hedges. Very few scientists have had a good look at the Mitchell Hedges skull. In the mid to late 1960s, Anna Mitchell Hedges loaned the skull to an art restorer, the late Frank Dorland, and just before she arrived to get it back, Dorland sneaked the skull into the crystal laboratories at the Hewlett-Packard Corporation.
Dorland was able to immerse the crystal skull at the Hewlett-Packard labs in a special alcohol solution that was the same gravity as the quartz crystal itself. With that, they were shining lasers and special lights into the crystal skull to catch the spacity and the axis of the skull. And what they found there was that the skull had special light wells built into it that channeled light into the eye sockets and the mouth of the skull.
Dorland concluded that if the Maya had created the crystal skull, it would have taken them 300 years of constant polishing and rubbing.
But they could find no evidence of any kind of tool marks, either hand tool marks or machine tool marks. And that's what led apparently one member of the team to say this skull shouldn't even exist.
Interest in the electronic properties of crystal is not confined to a band of skull enthusiasts. NASA scientists have been experimenting with crystals for decades, trying to discover new ways to build high-speed semiconductors. NASA wanted uncontaminated crystals, and the best place to grow them is in zero gravity. But there may be a darker side to these tests.
There are things government deems so dangerous, it will not reveal them under pain of whatever.
Richard C. Hoagland is a writer, researcher, and NASA consultant. He sees a link between these NASA experiments and the tests performed on the Mitchell-Hedges skull at the Hewlett-Packard Labs.
The optical properties of Mitchell-Hedges indicate that someone was giving us clues that there is complexity here. It appears to me, from my reading of the analysis, that it was literally synthesized, fused together in a process that would have required zero gravity and maybe the deliberate growing of the crystals.
The question Hoagland and others are asking is what kind of advanced civilization was capable of designing and carving a crystal skull.
And we arrived in Belize, and we went into the jungle, which was very difficult. And we arrived near Bruthen, and my father stumbled on a stone there, and he shuddered to the world. We can't be very far from this lost city.
What inspires me about Mitchell-Hedges is, in this day and age, there's no real heroes, okay? Mitchell-Hedges, Anna Mitchell-Hedges, they are my hero. You know, they're someone that you can look up to for something they've done in their life that they believed in, and they gave their whole self for it.
Over the years, Anna shared many of her most guarded secrets with Bill. Stories hinting at the unfinished business her father left behind. The crystal skull.
You know, at first, I wasn't really sure what to do, but it seems like it's something that comes through you and takes over you.
The Mitchell-Hedges crystal skull is the most powerful skull that we have available at this moment in time. And it is, for most people, very clear that at the moment you carve a crystal into a skull, something happened. And that something is defined as the energy of the crystal is moving in frequency.
Believes he knows the ultimate source for the crystal skull. According to his incredible theory, aliens place the skulls directly on the intersections of what are called vortex lines. Areas of the Earth where powerful gravitational energy exists. These so-called hotspots include the sites of the Great Pyramid in Egypt and Stonehenge in England. Bennett believes the crystal skulls were deposited around the globe, from Denmark and France to Turkey, on to China, Japan, over to Hawaii and the western United States. And then the crystal skulls were scattered, lost for thousands of years, until a few were discovered in the last century by Mitchell-Hedges and others.
The legend also says that by the time that we are ready to really access that information, we will be at a certain point of our evolution, and many people believe that this is the time frame that we're in now.
The crystal skull legends point to an upcoming date, one set by the intricate and amazingly accurate Mayan calendar. It's a time when the world... The date is December 21st, 2012.
Many people believe that 2012 signifies cataclysm.
John Major Jenkins is an expert on the Mayan calendar and the 2012 phenomenon. He is convinced the crystal skulls will be activated on that day, and they may prevent an apocalypse.
The legend goes that the crystal skulls are reunited at the end of the cycle. We have to remember that skulls were symbols of death, and death is the portal to the other world.
It's kind of a twofold thing that as humanity will awaken to the problems it's creating, and it's a time of warning also that if we continue on our current path, we will end up as skulls ourselves.
That means the clock is ticking. All of the original 13 crystal skulls must be found and in place before...
Also ahead, why some think the government isn't telling us about the connections between the skulls and extraterrestrials.
Is it possible the folks at Area 51 figured out how to talk to this thing?